In this particular video, I want to share with you one of the best free strategies to get a ton of free targeted visitors to your website, your squeeze page, or your product review. However you want to make money, one of the easiest ways and the best ways to get traffic is through YouTube. YouTube is the third highest visited site on the internet. It's owned by Google, and it can be in a very effective way to get a bunch of free traffic. Now, the best way to get traffic from Google is to link from your videos to your website. And you're probably already fully aware that you can have your link in the description, which can have a small amount of visitors that will actually watch your video, scroll down to the description, and decide to click here. But the even better method that can have a way higher click-through rate is by adding links inside the video, which you can now do with YouTube. And the click-through rate for in video compared to description is just through the roof. It's way higher. And I'll show you an example of that really quickly. I've installed an annotation. It's called a link annotation on this video in my YouTube account. So once this video starts up for a couple seconds, the annotation is going to pop up in a green bar, and it's going to link over to my main blog. So you'll get to see it in action. So let's check it out. Ready for it? And bam. So I have the link annotation. So if anybody's watching my video for a reasonable length of time, it's very hard to miss this annotation, and I could have made it even more obnoxious. But my plan here is to have a nice balance of a good visitor experience of a viewer experience of my videos, while also trying to maximize the amount of traffic I can get over to my main blog. So now with this annotation, if they decide to click on it, then they will be taken to my website. So if you have videos that get a decent amount of views on your targeted niche, you can get a lot of extra traffic here. And when you consider that when you use Google AdWords or you buy solo ads, oftentimes you're spending 50 cents, 60 cents per click. That's a lot of free clicks and free traffic you can get over to your squeeze pages or your main blog or whatever you want to do with it. So if you have good quality videos, this can be an awesome way to get a ton of good traffic. Okay, so now that we know that what we want to do is add link on annotations, now let's figure out how to get this job done, because it actually is kind of complicated to add link annotations to your video. It is definitely very, very worth it, but there are some steps that you need to take. So I'm going to try and break them down for you as simply as I possibly can. And if you have any questions, then definitely email me and I'll try and clear them up for you. But basically what you want to do is you want to go to your video manager under your YouTube account. So this is my YouTube account right here, and I'm going to click on Video Manager. And you want to click on Channel Settings on the left sidebar here under Video Manager. So Video Manager first, and then Channel Settings. The next step is to verify your identity with your YouTube account. So because I've already done this, it won't allow me to do it again. But basically there'll be a verify button here that you just need to click. And once you click the verify button, then Google will give you a couple options where you either get a code texted to you or you get a phone call with a code that you simply put in. It just takes a couple seconds, and in a very short time you can get yourself verified. So that step will not be a problem, but that's basically how you do it. Very simple. And then once that's done, then you'll be able to come back here and you'll be able to see that you are verified. But once you're verified, the next step that you'll have is that you'll have this associated website button right here. And I don't know if you'll notice, but this button won't actually be here until you're verified. So once you're verified, you'll have this option of adding in an associated website. You'll be able to click this here again on the sidebar on the left side, and then you just want to add in a website. So you click Add, and then you'd enter in your website. My website is brendanmace.com, and then you will also have to go through the step of verifying your domain with Google. And what Google do this, the standard procedure, is they'll give you an HTML page, and you'll want to add that HTML page, upload it to brendanmace.com or yourdomain.com, and then when you click verify, Google just check that you've uploaded it, and if you have, then they'll give you the success bar. So that's a step that if you're a newbie, you may find it kind of difficult, but definitely just read the instructions by Google, because they do fairly clearly lay it out, and once you get it done, it will be worth it because this method is pretty powerful. But yeah, it can be a little bit, they did make this fairly complicated, but once it's all done, it's all good, so that shouldn't be a problem. Now, once you have verified your account, verified your website, then you can go to your video manager, and this is where you can start to add in the annotated links. So you just pick a video that you want to annotate. So say this 60 plus free autoresponder messages, and this would be related to list building. And now that you've had an associated website in your account, you'll have this button up top here called annotations. And this will be under every video. So you just need to go to Video Manager and then click on Edit Video for any video that you want to add an annotation to, and click on Edit. So this button right here. And click on Annotations at the top. And you want to click, if this is your first time doing it, then you want to click the Add Annotation, and I like Note, but you can use whatever you want. And you just add in the text that you want. So my standard is click here for more awesomeness, and I'll usually extend it so it goes the length of the video, and I'll make it big enough so I can make the text to a fairly decent size so that it's noticeable. This is all up to your personal preference. You don't have to do it this way. This is kind of the way that I like it. I like to make it impact. And once I have that, I like to make it right at the bottom there, so it's very noticeable. And then you'll want to do this step right here. So beside the text size, you have this option to the right here where you change the background color. I just think that this is a great idea because it'll add a lot of noticeability to your link annotation. And you can do anything you want. You can do yellow, or you can do blue or purple, or whatever you think will stand out. I chose green because I know that from teachings that I've learned in the past, I know that blue and green in general send sort of like a subconscious trust signal. So those are the kind of colors that I stick with, but you can pick any color that suits your preference. They all work as long as it makes it stand out. And then you just want to add in the start time and end time. So I start it right at the beginning, and then I usually just go to the end of the video because I want to give my link annotation maximum exposure. Then you want to add in your link, and you will want to open the link in a new tab or new window so that people can continue to watch the video even if they click the link. And then you just want to add in your website link. And it doesn't have to be just this one URL. It can be any URL that is on this website. So I have a squeeze page on my website that you may or may not have seen before on list building. So because this is a list building YouTube video, I can take this URL right here and add it in. So now the linked annotation is going to one of my squeeze pages on list building. So I basically have a video on list building that'll get traffic, and I have a link going to a squeeze page on list building. So as you can imagine, I'm going to be able to get a lot of free subscribers this way when I add them to all my videos. So once that's done, you just click save, you click publish, and now when we watch this video, starts up and it has the link annotation right there. And when I click this link annotation, it takes me to the squeeze page. Now, it doesn't have to be squeeze pages. It can be any URL you want on your website. So if you have a product review website, then you can have videos on various products in your niche and then have links to product reviews. And there's a lot of powerful, different sort of abstract, outside the box thinking that you can do to get a lot of targeted good traffic from these link annotations, but it can be very, very powerful. So that's it for the video, guys. If you're confused still about how to do this, watch it over a couple times or check out some other great sources. I'll include some links below of other people that have also explained this process, because it is a valuable strategy in traffic building, and you really should consider adding it to your arsenal. I know that I'm very excited about this for the future. But that's all for now. I will talk to you soon.